Hello dear students. Today we will continue with the topic of agricultural practices. In yesterday's video we have seen the major three agricultural practices, that was the preparation of soil, then we have seen about the sowing of seeds, and third one was the irrigation practice. Now today we will see the remaining parts, that is weeding, harvesting and storage. So let's go and watch this PPT along with the description. Yes. So in agricultural practices, as I have told you, the first step was preparation of soil, next was sowing, next was adding manures and fertilizers, next was the irrigation. Now today we are going to see about the weeding, harvesting, threshing and then the storage of the grains. Now first one, what is mean by the removal of weeds or the process of weeding? Weeds are the unwanted plants that grow along with the main crop. If the weeds are not removed, the main crop will get deprived of the essential nutrients. So, it is very necessary to remove the weeds from time to time that grow along with the crop. So, this process where we remove the weeds is known as the process of weeding. Next one. Next one is the process of harvesting. Harvesting is cutting of the crop when it gets matured, then the crop needs to be cut. This process is called harvesting. Now, this harvesting can be done with traditional methods by using a sickle or by using modern methods with the help of a machine called harvester. After that, once the grains, or we can remove the grains from the calf by the process called threshing. So in threshing, what is done? The grains are separated from the calf with the help of an instrument called the thresher. So thresher is carried out by combining harvester plus thresher. And once we get the grains, again the grains are containing some of the husk in it. So that grains can be separated from the husk by a process known as winnowing. Now after this, so these are the instruments that are used for the process of threshing or harvesting. Next one, the storage of grains. Once the grain is separated from the husk, it becomes necessary that they should be stored properly. So after threshing, the grains are dried in the sun and then they are packed in some bags, gunny bags, or some large metallic bins. Large scale storage, if you want to store on a large scale, so many grains we want to store at a time, that is done in silos and granaries and stored in godowns. At domestic level, dried neem leaves are also used. Sometimes we put some medicine also in it so that it should not get wasted. Next one. So this is the diagram, or this is the picture of a silo where large scale storage of grains is done. Next one. What are the factors responsible for the grain loss during storage? If we are not storing the grains properly, then it may lead to its damage. So what are the different factors which practically help in the loss of the grain? So now there are two major factors. One is the biotic factor and abiotic factor. Biotic factor means it is mainly responsible with the living organisms. Like the grain can be eaten by some insects, rodents, birds, or mites. So these are the biotic factors. Next one is abiotic factors, that are the non-living factors, which includes temperature, moisture, humidity, material of the container. If you are not storing the grain properly, then these abiotic factors will also hamper the quality of the grains. Next one, the measures used to prevent the grain loss. How we can prevent the grain loss. Number one, drying before storage. This you might have observed in your home also. Whenever any grain comes in your home, what we do first thing what we do generally in the summer season, the wheat is spread on the terrace. It is properly dried in the sun's heat, and then we preserve it. Maintenance of hygiene, wherever we are keeping the grain, it should be a hygienic place. It should be a safe place to store in. Plant product treatment. In the plant, some treatment is given to them, like some medicines will be sprayed on it so that it should not get damaged. Next one is improved storage structures. Improved storage structures, we will have some containers or proper temperature, humidity, pressure control uh, sections we will have wherein we will be storing the grain. So these are some of the methods to prevent the grain loss. So with this, our today's topic of agricultural practices is finished. Hope this topic was also well understood. Thank you so much.